Welcome back to Raimondi Park, the site of the first of 6 straight games against the Red Pocket Mobiles. The Ballers are going to look a little different tonight. They're going to be a little brighter on the field. The jerseys, let's call them green. I'm Tyler Peterson. This is Gareth Kwok inside our broadcast booth. It is our Grateful Dead night, and you could call these jerseys quite positively a joke.
That's right.
They are the Blazers jerseys, and they are here, and boy, do they have a lot of admirers, because it's going to be a packed house tonight, and the line was around the block to both get the Dancing Scrappies pin and to get their hands on some of these neon green Blazers jerseys. The Ballers take on the Red Pocket Mobiles for the second time this year. Mobiles come in with a record of 1-14, Ballers at 5-10. And Gareth, they just dropped a road series in Yuba, the first time they played. And I want to know specifically, in terms of the automatic ABS, what your thoughts were on how the team performed with that.
Well, I think we saw it in game 1. Reed Butts, struggled to throw strikes, and it wasn't like he was totally out of the strike zone. But there's some pitches out there that if there's a human umpire calling those pitches, he would more than likely get those borderline calls. But because of the full ABS, it just squeezes you a little bit more so. And for Reed, it was a tough outing for him on that Tuesday. But it's tough when these guys are still developing. They're trying to hone their craft, figure out what pitches are their go-to, what do they want to throw in those specific spots. And there's times where, hey, that's a pretty darn good pitch that more often than not should be a strike if an umpire is behind there. But everybody's looking up at the scoreboard, looking at the computer, and it has a different side of the story. So it definitely is tough for those that are not able to command the strike zone well, but it's sort of a peek into what Major League Baseball wants to test for perhaps the future or so.
Ballers lost game 1. They won game 2 and then dropped the rubber match yesterday. They got home about midnight, so luckily the turnaround for a 6:35 tonight, not as bad as some of the turnarounds that we've had in July coming back from Long Beach. We'll take a break and come back. We'll talk about what you'll see today and for the rest of this week. All 6 games against the Red Pocket Mobiles, 3 on the weekend and then 3 on the other side in the weekday, finishing up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is Ballers Baseball on a special Friday night broadcast brought to you by Proposition Chicken. Welcome back to Raimondi Park. Getting things ready on our Ballers pregame show. Tyler Peterson, Gareth Kwok with you. We're going to see 6 games against the Red Pocket Mobiles. Today at 6:35, first pitch with the Oakland Ballers in the Oakland Blazers jersey. And I'm just looking down at the field right now. It's hard to tell Doc in his media vest apart from the rest of the players.
That's right.
But you're going to have the bright neon green that's are very popular for Grateful Dead night.
I mean, these jerseys could fit for glow-in-the-dark purposes as well. But Doc's blended in. The team certainly was excited to rep these uniforms. And it's fitting on an April Fool's joke that this turned into a reality thanks to the fans. So for one night and one night only, we get to see the Oakland Blazers rep as themselves here at Raimondi.
And some of these jerseys, I do understand, will be available for auction with proceeds going to the Oaksterdam nonprofit. There will be some which will be at a silent auction in the ballpark tonight. And those, of course, will be for the fans in the stands. You also have an opportunity for those watching tonight to bid online for certain players' game-worn jerseys. Let's now take a look at our two pitchers brewing matchup for the two right-handers tonight. It's Charlie Hurley and Blaine Huter.
Charlie Hurley will make his 11th start of the season. Coming off an outing against Boise where he went 5 in the 3rd innings. Battled a few walks, but he struck out 5. Ultimately, the Ballers won that game on a knockout round win. So looking to continue from what was a decent outing. And for Red Pocket, they have Blaine Huter on the mound, who's turned in a really nice season. Sub-5 ERA for the former Weber International right-hander. He was one of the best righties in that conference, the Sun Conference, which is an NAIA school. So should be a good matchup on paper between these two sides, these two pitchers who can fill up the strike zone.
All right, we're going to get things started after the break. Again, this is a Friday night broadcast brought to you by Proposition Chicken. The second time this year that Proposition Chicken has sponsored this broadcast so that we could bring it to you live on YouTube. So we hope you do enjoy tonight's presentation and go get yourself some chicken, too, after the game, maybe. We'll take a break and come back. Lineups, National Anthem, first pitch, all after this break. Welcome back to Raimondi Park. Our Ballers pregame show just about ready to finish up, and the Ballers game ready to start. Let's look at our Caltrans keys to the game before we get the lineups tonight.
Well, Tyler, the theme from this past week was just 2-out hitting and 2-out pitching. And for Oakland, they're going to need to do a better job with 2-out hitting. They batted just 138 with 2 outs in the 3 games against the Freebirds. Just not able to sustain rallies and just keep the innings alive. So they're going to need to do a better job of that. And conversely, from the pitching and the defense side, they're going to have to finish frames. Yuba Sutter with 2 outs batted .412 in those 3 games against the Ballers. A .412 batting average with 2 outs, and 5 of their 10 runs yesterday came with 2 outs. So Oakland's just going to have to do a better job finishing out frames. They've gotten the first 2 outs relatively easily, and they got to put away hitters and get themselves back into the dugout.
It's a team that, the Red Pocket Mobiles, that has only gone 1-14 in the second half, and overall on the year, a team at 13-50. A team, of course, that has no home, that is playing a very uncomfortable road schedule where they've gone through California and Montana and Idaho and Utah, all on the road, all on a bus. So everything working against that team, Dimitri Young, Ray King, and Brandon Boning, their coaching staff. But they're a team that has still put up some big numbers in some ballparks. The Ballers went 3-0 against them earlier this season. The Ballers, of course, are going to try to go 6-0 if they can and get back to 500 and maybe even over 500 by the end of this homestand. That is a tall task against some really good Pioneer League players on the Red Pocket Mobiles. Let's hear the Ballers lineup tonight. They'll come out as the Blazers. Here's Tarek Ansari.
And now it's time to announce the starting lineup for your Oaksterdam Blazers. Taking the field with the Blazers will be players from the Oakland Ballers youth travel team. Leading off, the second baseman, number 9, Isai Santos. Batting second, the left fielder, number 18, Jaden Kalora. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 21, Cam Buford. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 16, Jeter Ibarra. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 27, Noah Blythe. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 31, Mitchell Sanford. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 6, T.J. Rogers. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 40, Connor Smith. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 8, Brendan O'Sullivan. On the mound for your Blazers tonight is number 22, Charlie Hurley. The Blazers are managed by Aaron Miles. Before we start today's game, we acknowledge that the land where the Oakland Ballers and the Oaksterdam Blazers work, train, and play sits on the unceded ancestral homeland of the Ohlone in the territory of Huichin, encompassing regions throughout the greater East Bay area. We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First Peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your caps. Presenting the flag is military veteran Dave Chavez. Performing the national anthem is the Manning Music String Slingers.
One, two, three, two.
Well, I now need a porch to swing on and maybe an Arnold Palmer. But what I can give you is the Red Pocket lineup brought to you by Rubenstein.
And a couple guys to look out for on this Red Pocket lineup. Jordan Harrison Dudley, he's third in the league in home runs with 21. Braylon Bishop, former Pirates prospect, 30 stolen bases, and a couple of familiar faces. Former Ballers TJ McKenzie and Nick Paz are in the starting lineup for the former All-Star Dimitri Young.
Well, for the Ballers, they turn to their tallest pitcher. It's Charlie Hurley, 6'8", 225 from Sacramento, California. Charlie will be making his 11th start of the year. Just one win for him in that time, 47 innings, 35 strikeouts. Batters only are hitting .265 against him. We'll look at the defense, and one name you may not recognize if you were not listening to Gareth over these past 3 days is the center fielder, Mitchell Sanford.
Mitchell Sanford, the former Gateway Grizzly, the former Ole Miss Rebel, makes his home debut for the Ballers after debuting on the road in Yuba Sutter.
Tonight's broadcast is live in video. Moving pictures on your screen on YouTube. We hope that you are enjoying this broadcast, whether you're watching here in the East Bay. I would normally say, or in the opposing city. I don't know what to say with the Red Pocket Mobiles. If you're watching at Red Pocket HQ, Josh, we welcome you in, or any other leadership from the company. This is our Friday night broadcast live on YouTube, brought to you by Proposition Chicken, and we'll have one of the co-founders from Proposition Chicken in tonight. Ari Feingold will join me in the celebrity third inning. Ballers at 5 and 10. There was some hope that they could turn 2 straight series victories into a third in Yuba. That did not happen, and if they want to get back to 500 in this series, they'll have to win all 6. And you can't do that until you win the first 5. You can't do that until you win the first 4. And I'm going to just skip the middle part and say you cannot do that until you win tonight. First pitch to Horvat. Hits slowly. Foul at 6:37 to get our game going. Now, we have not seen Red Pocket in some like 30 games, maybe even more than that.
Yeah, since the second weekend of the season.
But one thing I do know, at least that was true last time, was they like to swing early. And Johnny Horvat swinging at the first pitch he sees for a foul ball. 3-14 for Horvat. Spent a little time on the IL. Calling balls and strikes will be Ron Adams, Jason Vanzone at first, and Brian Klein at third. Swing and a miss on the off speed by Hurley. It's a quick 0-2. Not this time. You can see the low target set up by Smith. It's a very good thing that we do not have a chroma key for ads on our video broadcast, or the entire team would be nothing but Doppler radars and
floating heads.
And floating heads. 93 above the zone. It's a small zone for Horvat, who stands at 5'9". Well, we go 0-2 to 3-2 to the first batter. Isai Santos for the first out. I'll harken back for you to that first week of games. I believe it was that Friday game, the first game against Red Pocket. Yes, 2 hours and 17 minutes the time of that game, which was 2 minutes faster than Griffin Smith's complete game. O'Sullivan, he charges, hesitates. His throw is still just in time. Nice play to get Spence Kaufman on the 5-3. Oof, that was awfully close, but some good work from tonight's third baseman, O'Sullivan.
Well, Red Pocket likes to swing at the first pitch. They also can run pretty well. So for a lot of these infielders today and throughout this week, they're going to have to be quick, collecting the baseball, and not much time to think. They just got to react and throw the baseball.
This is Jordan Harrison Dudley, who swings through the first pitch. Harrison Dudley was a player who was with me in Rocky Mountain in 2023 in spring training, and might be the hitter with the most pop I have ever seen in my life. And it could be true because now he has 21 home runs in his first full season in the Pioneer League. Took him a full years to find his way back to the Pioneer League. Takes a pitch in the dirt, 1-2. He would hit balls, and now you didn't get to see what I knew as UC Health Park, but a huge batter's eye in center field, and he would send balls over that batting eye in BP and in our spring training games. Strike 3 called on the outside, and Harrison Dudley has gone looking. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Charlie Hurley. No score on Ballers TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is usually when I introduce Scrappy the Rally Possum, but he was a little under the weather and he missed the last homestand. That being
In the bottom of the first, the Ballers lineup brought to you by Rubenstein.
Cam Buford slides up to the 3 spot today for the Ballers. Jake Allgaier has the day off. TJ Rogers gets a start at shortstop, and Connor Smith behind the plate doing the catching for a third straight game.
It was a 1-2-3 inning for Charlie Hurley. And Blaine Huter fires in strike 1 to Isai Santos. Santos at 301, 10 home runs and 38 RBI. The Ballers experimented, with a new leadoff hitter in Jaden Kalura. And now Kalura in the 2-hole tonight with Santos leading off.
And Tremaine Cobb not quite ready to go for today, so he'll have another day off.
Blaine Huter, this will be his 10th game, 11th appearance, a 3-1 record and a 4.34 in 56 innings. That's really good, not just respectable for the league. It's fouled, and it got a big piece of Nick Poss. And Isai Santos is going to check on his former teammate, and Matthew McElroy will check on his former patient. Now, Nick Poss, I got to see him before the game, and he had said to me, he goes, I don't know what it is. Ever since I left you guys, I'm just absolutely getting beat up behind the plate.
And we thought he got beat up pretty good with the Ballers, and especially during that 2-week trip in Montana. I mean, he was taking hit after hit after hit to the arm, the leg, and below the belt. And, oh, man, we just obviously hope that he's able to recover here.
And he gets a swig of water given from the Ballers dugout. Jeez Louise.
He's a true road warrior. Been getting a lot of everyday reps behind the plates, and of course just taking the beating down there.
Well, I think he was trying to take a little inventory, check that everything was in order, and then he's good to go. Ron Adams, of course, going to give him all the time he needs, because Nick Poss and Connor Smith are going to be Ron Adams' best friend. He's going to rely on those two to keep him safe tonight as well. It's an 0-2 to Isai. Excuse me, a 1-2 to Isai. And we keep going.
Couple of doubles yesterday for Santos, who now leads the team in doubles with 21 this year.
That's a good take, 2-2. Ibarra had been ahead of him for a while, and finally was able to catch up and eclipse his teammates. 2-2 from Huter. There's something about them being all one color that gives them some sort of, is it pajama feeling? What is it?
Like a onesie feeling?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Yuba Sutter brought to the table not too long ago with the all teals, the teal tops, the teal bottoms.
Yeah. These are in their own category. Kalura didn't reach for that pitch because it was in the strike zone, but certainly tried to stay back long enough to send it to left field. Kalura is in left field today. He's hitting .330. Oakland's second leading hitter on the team among active players. That's in the dirt. It's a wild pitch. Sends Eastside down to second. And 2 batters in, or with the second batman still at the plate, already a man in scoring position for Oakland, and they've got 3 shots to get him in.
And the Ballers took an early lead yesterday, just 2 batters in. Santos advanced to third after an error on the double he hit to lead off the game before Kalura brought him home with a sac fly.
Very late swing from Kalura as he sees the first fastball of the at-bat and is able to put it close to where the Red Bucket dugout is. They travel, but they travel with their own on-deck circle.
Yes,
how about that?
Yeah, I remember that from last time.
I don't remember that they had their own on-deck circle. This is hit to center field pretty well. McKenzie is back. If anyone can get there, it's him, and he makes the catch. Santos to third. It does not matter how shallow that man plays. He knows this center field very well. And if there's a ball that's hit deep enough into center field that he can't get to, then he was not going to get to it, and no one was. Here is Cam Buford. Buford in the 3-hole hitting .275. 6 home runs, 30 RBI. Santos at third. First pitch, strike at the knees. 0-1. That's off the glove of Poss. It's going to be a close play, and it's a little bit late. It's a pass ball that scores Santos, which means temporarily a unearned run. One nothing Oakland. So a wild pitch and a pass ball score Santos after his single and his advancement to third on a non-sacrifice fly, on a fly ball, I should say. One and two. To second, Kaufman, or rather Horvat, makes the throw to first for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty now for Jeter Ibarra. 25 home runs, that leads the Pioneer League, although he certainly has some company. 64 RBI, the best on the team. It's a good-looking breaking ball from Huter. It's strike 1. He could well pass Almanza's homer mark at 31. There's plenty of time for that. He's not going to get the RBI record. I don't think there's enough time for that. Almanza had 31 home runs and I want to say 105 RBI.
Yeah, after today, there will be, what, just 32 games left? So he'll need about 30 runs batted in 32 games.
Pretty much 1 per game. This is game 64 of our season. And I will say we are very lucky that through the better part of 2 2/3 years of Ballers baseball, we have played every single game. We have never lost a game due to weather or other factors. 2-2 to Ibarra.
Has there ever been a doubleheader played for the Ballers, either on the road or at home?
We had a doubleheader in Northern Colorado. Played 2 7s. Ibarra to left field. That's a base hit. It's thrown in by Royce Clayton Jr., Yes, of that, Royce Clayton Sr. And that'll bring up Noah Blythe.
Well, it's just hard to sneak fastballs by Ibarra, and Huter trying to sneak one there, left it right down the middle. And Ibarra with 2 strikes is usually going to go to the opposite field, and when he hits homers, it's usually by accident. That's really the type of result he wants, a line drive to left like that.
Well, one thing that I would say Jeter Ibarra is better at than Christian Almanza is his 2-strike approach, his ability to hit with 2 strikes. Blythe fouls that out of play.
It feels like his swing becomes more compact with 2 strikes, and for a big guy, you know, you can still have that compact swing and still hit it deep out to left field, which he's done many times. A lot of the home runs he's hit this year have gone the other way.
Slider called a strike on the outside. It's 0-2. Blythe late and got a decent pitch to hit. Certainly not the 0-2 pitch I thought he was going to get. That's a breaking ball that came into the top of the zone. Not a, I wouldn't call that a pure hanger or anything, just one that ended up in a spot where Blythe could still get to it.
Blythe is another guy with 2 strikes. He's looking to go to the opposite field.
Finally one that Blythe can leave. It's high for ball 1. 2-2. Ibarra is not stolen a base all year, not going here, and Blythe just gets a piece of that. And it's a good thing he got a piece of it because that ball was way off the plate.
It was way off the plate, and he was way on front. I mean, that was capped off the end of the bat somehow by Noah.
Well, if I'm Huter and I see that, I'd throw one of those again. Instead, he throws one in the dirt. Looked like a changeup there. It's a full count. It's a 28-pitch first inning for Huter.
And he's someone that's used to working efficiently. 7 or more innings pitched in 3 of his last 4 starts. So the Ballers have gone right to him and made him labor in this first inning.
Not only that, remember, we are a midweek series start. So both of these bullpens are taxed bullpens. And Blythe gets a piece. That was a good breaking ball right on the outside corner. And as soon as Noah recognized it, was able to fight it off. This will now be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he got him. Chased below the zone and maybe felt that Blythe was in a little bit of swing mode and got him to fish. So the Ballers have the lead on the passed ball, 1-0 Oakland, as we head to the second on this Friday night broadcast on YouTube, brought to you by Proposition Chicken.
It's a great way to get out and about and enjoy all the Bay Area and some offers, like rooting for your Blazers. Visit bark.gov/Bartable for other fun Bartable adventures. Or download the official Bark app to plan your trip. Thank you, Charles. It's time for the first edition of Greeners Gold tonight. Make some noise if you want a Greeners fan. Make some noise if you want a Greeners fan.
First pitch is low here in the top of inning 2. And McKenzie to face off against Charlie Hurley. Yes, he did, said Ron Adams. Efren Manzo is a 3-team Pioneer League player. 4-team, actually. Played parts of the seasons with Glacier, Billings. This year, Ogden and Red Pocket. Played ball at Santa Clara, was a teammate of Michael O'Hara. The 1-2, does he go? Yes! And that was a pretty nice looking slider from Hurley. That's a second strikeout for Hurley, this time swinging. Here's Braden Bishop. Had not seen Braden Bishop. He takes the strike, but he will challenge.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is overturned to a ball.
So Bishop gets that right. What do we know about Braylon Bishop? From Texarkana, Arkansas, played in the Pirates system with the Bradenton Marauders. 6'1", 215, a left-handed hitter. And he's 23 years old. That's line just foul down the left field line. He's having a really nice start to this Pioneer League season for him. 324, 8 home runs, 27 RBI, 44 hits and 41 runs. He's extremely fast because he has stolen 30 bases in 35 games.
That's third most in the Pioneer League. For a guy that would have gone to Arkansas had he not signed with the Pirates and turned to a pro immediately.
Does he go? Brian Klein says nope. He declines. 2-1. This is hit down the left field line again, and foul ball again.
Well, Hurley's got 5 pitches he can work with. That fastball sitting in the low 90s right now. He can sink it. He's got a slider, curveball, and a changeup.
That is a challenge by Charlie Hurley.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is overturned to a strike.
Right at the top of the zone. And Charlie Hurley gets himself a strikeout. That's 3 straight. Takes a little bit of cojones to make that call on the mound, especially if you're 6'8".
Well, you have to remind yourself that, hey, we're back in the challenge system, and felt pretty confident about it. Didn't hesitate too long to make that challenge.
Here's our good friend TJ McKenzie. Drives the ball to right field. Noah Blythe is there, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Oakland on this Friday night broadcast, brought to you by Proposition Chicken.
Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com.
Mitchell Sanford grounds one foul. Mitchell Sanford, his 4th game as an Oakland baller. He is 2 for his first 9. He's doubled, scored a run, brought one in. He was acquired from the Gateway Grizzlies for a player to be named later. He's in his 2nd professional year out of Ole Miss. Played briefly with the Milwaukee Milkmen of the American Association, and then briefly with Gateway. And he had a huge year, his final year, as a running Rebel, but has not had a very high batting average in either of his 2 professional years as of yet. He's playing center field tonight. He has a 3-1 count. Sanford from Berwick, Louisiana, and his former teammates of Tristan Moore and knows Jaden Kalura. Jaden, who's from Hammond, Louisiana, takes that inside for ball 4. Sanford has his 3rd walk as a baller. Spent a couple years at the University of New Orleans, which is where he got to meet Tristan Moore. Now here's TJ Rogers. Rogers, this is already game 6 for him. He's 7 for his first 19. A home run and 3 RBI. Sends this to center. Moving over and now in. That's the first out. TJ McKenzie. You kind of, we don't really know Royce Clayton and Braylon Bishop's aptitudes for the outfield. You kind of don't want to hit the center field tonight.
Well, I was going to say, this is like a home game for TJ, for a team that's exclusively on the road. It's basically a home game for him because he knows his ballpark as well as anyone, along with Nick Poss.
I was going to say a home game from Nick Poss, literally, because I'm sure he's going to Benicia or Discovery Bay, wherever he currently calls home.
It's good to have those guys back.
Connor Smith takes up and in. It's 1-0. Smith had a big blast in Yuba off of former teammates. His 3rd home run of the year. Approaching 100 plate appearances as a professional. This will be his 79th. That's ripped to left field. Clayton is right there, though. That's an L7 in my book. And here comes Brendan O'Sullivan. I have Brendan O'Sullivan perhaps as the surprise of the second half right now. His ability that he just has turned on in the last 3 weeks is pretty incredible.
And I think the way he has filled in for Tremaine Cobb when he went down a couple weeks ago, I think he's done a very admirable job, a very respectable job to this point.
First pitch is low to O'Sullivan. 341. He's done that in 91 at-bats, so 31 hits and 91 at-bats. 3 home runs, 15 driven in. Big crowd tonight. And our loudest chant of the night here in the bottom of the second.
I think for him, he just needed some time to get back into the swing of things, and it took him some time to get a feel for the wood bat, and because his calling card is being able to spray the ball to all sides of the field. his hit tool. That's what made him great in college.
That's ripped down the left field line, and that is a fair ball. Sanford is getting the wave. The throw home. It's in time. Perfect. And we will go to the third. 1-0 Oakland on this 7-5-2. We'll check after the break on Ballers TV.
You can hear me sing tomorrow at 3:30. And on Sunday, it's Surf the Town featuring our Oakland firefighters. And a dunk ticket. I hear Casey's sneaking in there. Who wants to dunk him? Casey, are you getting dunked? I am indeed getting dunked. Time not tonight, but Sundays. Time for another edition of Green versus Gold. This one is called Face the Cookie. So if you're rooting for gold, there's your gold contestant right here. And green's right here. They're going to try to get the cookie into their mouth without using their hands. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! Some family-friendly munchies here. The cookies are moving. It's on his eye. Put it back to your forehead. Start again. Oh, start again. Green, I think, has the lead on that. Technically, green won. I'm not sure if he followed the rules exactly. But he has the munchies. Make some noise for the munchies. Green is taking an early 2-0 lead. Of course, Green will be taking an early 2-0 lead. Look at what day it is. A reminder, if you do have the munchies, our concession stands both in Scrappy Town and behind Oakland are delicious. That's the best.
Top of inning 3. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on Ballers TV. Charlie Hurley heads up. Pitching to Justin Johnson, who just threw the bat, Nick Poss, and Royce Clayton Jr. As you know, tonight, our Friday night YouTube broadcast is being sponsored by Proposition Chicken. And our celebrity third inning, as promised in the pregame, we get to meet with Ari Feingold, the founder of Proposition Chicken. How are you doing, sir? I'm going to move that microphone a little bit closer to you, and I'm going to switch you on and say, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
There
Thank
we
you
go.
so much for having me.
Now, from where do you originally hail?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And how is it that you found yourself in the East Bay?
That's a good question. I was actually drawn to the West Coast because of the Grateful Dead, so it's really crazy that I'm here tonight. This was like 25 years ago.
Did you pick this day to sponsor in particular, or is it a happy coincidence that it's Grateful Dead night?
It's a one of those miracles that happens in the Grateful Dead community and the baseball community in Oakland.
Well, we had a Grateful Dead night, I think now, for 3 straight years. This is, I think, the most visually stunning one with the partnership on the field as well. Johnson's going to find himself a single. But as I was telling the owner of your store on Lakeshore, who was with us in, was it 2 months ago? It's fantastic for the first time in 3 years to have a sponsor for the player of the game.
Yes.
Because that was something for all the minor league teams I've been with that was always a great partnership for both the player and the restaurant that sponsored us. And so we certainly hope that you've been flooded with Ballers fans. I'm not sure if you have, but I hope you have. But let me ask you a little bit about your store. I don't wake up and think, I'm going to start a chicken shop. So were you in this business already, or did something inspire you?
That's a good question. I started in the restaurant world when I was 15, bussing tables, and I never stopped. Fried chicken sandwich was my...
Look at this!
Let's go!
Oh, no, not on the turn. here comes Aaron Miles. Aaron Miles is not particularly happy, and he is going to let the first base umpire know about it. Aaron might have seen a decent angle of that, and Aaron's getting it back, too, from the umpire at first. It'll go down as a fielder's choice, the out at short, 6-4 at second. But please continue.
I don't know how to follow that. That was pretty exciting. I've been doing this for like over 30 years. Fried chicken sandwich is my absolute favorite thing to eat at all times.
Yeah.
So, you know, after being in all kinds of kitchens, I wanted to keep it simple, and that's where we're at.
Are you
And Sixers, of course.
Sixers, who are the talk of the NBA right now?
That's right.
I must say.
That's right.
For a number of reasons, mostly probably because a certain gentleman who probably wear number 6 when he gets to
You know what?
Philadelphia.
LeBron Street Bullies.
Well, I would have to imagine when you're sort of talking about, oh, LeBron might go here or there, you're like, oh, I don't really care. But when he gets there, you're like, oh, LeBron.
Of course.
Of course.
100%. Yeah.
It's sort of the feeling that when the Warriors got KD, the feeling
That's
I
right.
have is like, Kevin Durant. What? We got Kevin Durant? Yeah.
Those were the days, huh? But
Now, it's you got to the Eastern Championship.
yes, again,
Does this put you over the top now?
I mean, it has to, right? Especially the Jaylen Brown signing. That was as important.
I mean, you want to talk about adding 2 players that make an instant impact. It's hard to find cold players in the NBA, especially wings who can do that. Ibarra has a look, and he has no play. Probably was going to be off the screen. Let's talk about your chicken, though.
Please.
Your location on the Grand Lake Theater on Lakeshore. For folks that haven't been, how would you describe what you've created?
It's a welcoming spot in the neighborhood. There's always dancehall reggae playing. It's my favorite kind of music. And the playlist was made by yours truly. It's just warm, inviting, and it's good old school food. You got the gluten-free stuff, the vegan stuff, whatever you're into. Fried, flipped, and faked. The chicken goes 3 ways.
And how many locations do you have locally as well?
There's 3 of them.
Okay.
3 actually, and the airport is a 4th. Yeah.
That counts.
Sure. Thank you.
That absolutely counts.
My mom
In fact,
would
that
agree.
might have been the spot I went to.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Where are you from?
I am from in a little town just over here called El Cerrito, California.
Oh, nice. Of course.
So I'm not too far away at all. It's 3-2 to Royce Clayton Jr. Speaking with Ari Feingold, our celebrity third inning guest, the founder of Proposition Chicken, as it's strike 3 called on Royce Clayton. And listen, if you want to go get a $5 beer, I'm not going to stop you.
I'm gonna
Otherwise,
do that, yeah.
Are you?
No.
Okay. I was going to say we could pick this up after you have your adult beverage, but
Thank you. Thank you.
we'll continue it here.
How great is it to have baseball back in Oakland? Let's go.
Well, I mean, baseball has never left Oakland.
That's true.
If you want to look at it another way. You just have to make the trip over to the Prescott area of Oakland if you want baseball now. 4 Ks for Hurley. 1 out in the 3rd. That's Johnson at first, who has the first red pocket hit. Now, I do love myself a fried chicken sandwich. And before I had to switch diets, I loved a little slaw on there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
some, either regular mayo or spiced. Or how was it that you as a chef thought, I've had all these chicken sandwiches, I love it as a craft, I'm going to make the best one? How did you take that first step?
It's a good question. Well, I thought about the bread first.
Okay.
And I grew up on Amoroso rolls in South Philly. So I figured out how to get those. So when you come into the shop, you get those. We take the chicken, and I looked at a bunch of different ways. Turns out the way I liked it best was a wet batter,
Okay.
which is a little bit annoying to make, but I think it tastes a lot better.
Explain what that means, a wet batter.
Yeah, so as opposed to putting a bunch of chicken in a dredge and flour and throwing it all in at once, what our batter looks like is almost like a wet paint. So you do one piece at a time, and then you fry them one piece at a time. We also use like 25% vodka in the batter so that it evaporates right away, so we find the crispier crunch. A lot of cornstarch. I think we were recently told that we were the #1 purchaser of cornstarch in Oakland, which I found crazy. I haven't looked it up, but if that's true, that would be something I'd like to put on my Instagram handle, I think.
Nobody buys more cornstarch
Nobody
than
buys
Ari
more.
Feingold.
You heard it here first.
2 outs here in our celebrity third inning with the founder of Proposition Chicken, who are sponsoring tonight's YouTube broadcast, which we do thank them for, and who are our player of the game sponsor, who we name after every game. And of course, after Ballers wins, we'll have our ceremony on the field, if you will, with the very generous $50 gift card to Proposition Chicken.
Absolutely. Are they enjoying it? I mean,
They are enjoying it.
good.
They are enjoying
I mean,
it.
they're working hard.
They're working hard, and, you know, money, whenever they can get it and whatever amount, stretches very much for these guys.
100%.
So they do very much appreciate it. It's 1-1 to Spence Kaufman.
We're happy to support.
That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. So is there some Philly in the store? Is there Philly in that chicken a little bit?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the bread literally is made in South Philly. Everything else we make in-house. But, I mean, I grew up in the city of Philadelphia. Not, you know, that's where I go home. My mom's still there in those city limits. So, yeah, I don't think you can walk in there without feeling a little bit of it.
Well, of course, there's, I think, certain ways, certain sandwiches. I have family in Western Pennsylvania, so obviously, you know, Primanti Brothers and the hoagies that you can get out there.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, there's not a ton out here that kind of has that kind of feel to it. So if yours has any feel to it like that at all, I think you're way ahead of the curve anyway.
There's some spot. I feel like there's a few people out here doing really cool stuff from, you know, from those Philly, Jersey, New York, Delhi eras.
3-2 to Kaufman. First rally for the Mobiles. Rogers has to charge. He's got to be quick, and his throw keeps Ibarra on the bag to end the inning. Ari Feingold, you still have another 3 outs to get yourself a $5 beer, sir.
Yes.
So I will say thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much again for sponsoring.
Thanks
and for
for
folks,
having
once
us.
again, to find your store, hours, location.
We are on Lakeshore, right by the theater.
Open
and
every day?
Open every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Can't wait to see you, and delivery, catering, all the stuff.
Go get it tonight after the game if you're craving something after this special Grateful Dead Blazers night. Enjoy the music. Ballers lead 1-0 headed to the bottom of the third.
And we have some Grateful Dead trivia for you. I'm going to get you all to get real loud if you think you know the answer. Let's all help. Unbroken chain. I'm hearing thank you. Box of rain. Go check out that announcement spread. Hey, Stacy. Leading up the third for Oakland. Second baseman number 9. Eastside Central.
Bottom of inning 3. 1-0 Oakland. Santos to take his second at bat, and it's a very quick 4-3 for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 18, Jaden Valora.
Charlie Hurley looking pretty good so far. It's allowed just the one hit and the one walk. Here is Kalura. Blaine Huter has not looked too bad himself. 3 hits and a walk. Inside for ball 1. Kalura flied out to deep center field, a ball that caused TJ McKenzie to sprint back and twist and turn a little, but was able to get it in plenty of time. 1-2. A quick pitch and a quick ball, 2-2.
He's done that a couple times in 2 strike counts. He'll try and quick pitch these ballers with a slide step. Just to throw off the timing a little bit, try and keep them on their toes.
Just off the plate, but awfully close. I have to give you a lot of credit last night because you said something that I don't think I would have initially been able to figure out, and that is the declaration of the windup or set position. I did forget about that rule. Kalura fouls away. I think I would have been able to eventually get there, but you knew right away that that was a mistake.
Well, I wouldn't have known that rule unless it happened, I think it was 2 years ago.
I was going to say, I know there's a story behind that.
Definitely a story.
Because there's a story behind the rules that I know that are obscure.
Yeah, this one pitcher just has an abbreviated windup. And he just had a brain fart and forgot to declare that he was going to go from the windup instead of the stretch, and he balked in a run. So that's how I learned about the David Price rule. And funny enough, that pitcher made his major league debut with the O's a couple months ago. Cameron Weston.
Just off the plate. And Huter, you could see the arm start to come up, but he just could not commit to it. It'll be a second walk. Now, I did not know, straight up just did not know, that there was such a thing as the David Price rule. So what is it about David Price? Either if it's known colloquially or enumerated that way, what is it about Price that sparked that?
Well, with Price, his windup and his stretch position look awfully similar.
Oh, geez, Nick Poss.
Oh, man, Nick. Not again. But with David Price, right, when he's on the rubber and when he's in the wind, his feet are almost parallel to the rubber. So it almost looks like he's coming off, in the stretch, but he just takes a little side step and then goes home. Whereas a lot of guys from the windup, right, their feet are pointed to the plate and they're perpendicular to the rubber. So for when there were runners on third base or if the bases were loaded, the umpires didn't know if he was going to go out of the windup or from the stretch because his feet look so similar to both deliveries. And so that's why they made the rule to say, hey, you have to declare whether you're going to go from the windup or the stretch when you have runners on third at any time.
Could be 2 if they hurry. Kaufman's throw is in time. 6-3, the double play. And we are a third of the way through our ball game tonight. 1-0, Oakland.
This baseball team would actually be playing as the Oakland Blazers.
Of course, if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be the Ballers. And
Yeah, and in doing so together, obviously we sought your input and your counsel, and we really wanted to have a charitable component. So every Blazers item purchased, $1 goes to the career. Plus, we're also going to be auctioning off throughout the game-worn Blazers jerseys. So Dale, tell me a little bit about your nonprofit for education.
Oakland Nonprofit for Education helps folks that are coming out of prison, situations that they never should have been in the first place over weed. No one should go to jail over weed. But also, yeah, let me hear it. No one should be in jail over weed. Let me hear you. Let's get them out of jail. Or on the outside, there's still non-violent prisoners sitting in prison. That's what Oakland Nonprofit will help us do, as well as getting people educated, because it's not just folks.
Welcome back to Raimondi Park. Friday night, under the lights. Ballers Baseball today is brought to you by Proposition Chicken. From scratch cooking that doesn't break the bank, Proposition Chicken. Thank you for sponsoring our Friday night broadcast as Jordan Harrison Dudley leads off for the Red Pocket Mobiles. Charlie Hurley has tossed 42 pitches through 3 scoreless frames, and he'll face the heart of the lineup, Harrison Dudley, Manzo, and Bishop. And he's had a quick 0-2 on Harrison Dudley. The Oaksterdam Blazers being repped today for one night and one night only here at Raimondi Park. Up the middle, Rogers charges and throws out Harrison Dudley. One down for Efren Manzo. Well, what started out as a humorous April Fool's joke then became one of the most requested ideas in Ballers history, the Oaksterdam Blazers.
The call of a strike is being challenged.
Manzo's challenging this strike.
View of the Red Pocket Mobile strike zone challenge. The pitch is a confirmed strike.
So one challenge left for Red Pocket. 0-1 on the former Santa Clara Bronco. One and one. The Ballers now the first professional team to partner with and celebrate the legal cannabis industry during a live game with the Blazers today.
The operative word being legal.
Legal cannabis, yes. As it's 1-2 here on Manzo. Good pitch, just a bit low, 2-2. Swinging bunt. Back to Hurley, takes his time, and there's 2 away. Here comes Braylon Bishop now for Red Pocket. As soon as the jerseys were made available online, boy, fans rushed to their computers to try and purchase one.
And a lot that left the state of California.
And a couple of the game-worn jerseys today will be auctioned off. Proceeds benefiting Oaksterdam University. 2-1 on Bishop. Well, it's for a good cause, and it should be a fun celebration throughout. Packed house here tonight. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 2-2 on Bishop. The players buzzing about the uniforms for today. If the lights were to go out, I mean, I tell you what, I don't think we would be in too much of a predicament here.
They have that Black Light Bananas group. I forget what they're called. Is it Cosmic Baseball?
Cosmic? Not affiliated with the Bananas, is that right? Or
no, separate altogether. It's
separate.
like Boom Ball or one of those other ones.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we might be just fine. Hopefully that doesn't have to happen, of course. 3-2 is grounded foul.
Well, for Hurley here against a guy that has 30 bags in 35 games with 2 outs in this inning, if he gets on, let him get a hit.
Payoff pitch. He got him looking.
Nope.
And Bishop's going to use a challenge. Their last one.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is a confirmed strike.
Red Pocket out of challenges for the rest of the game as they burn both here in the 4th. Charlie Hurley has 5 strikeouts today through 4 scoreless frames. And we head to the bottom of the 4th with Oakland ahead 1-0 here on Ballers TV. Home half of the 4th inning. The Pioneer League's home run leader, Jeter Ibarra, leads off with Oakland ahead 1-0. Lane Huter has delivered 54 pitches through 3 innings. Looking for his first true 3-up, 3-down frame. 1-1 on Ibarra, who singled in his first at-bat against Huter to the opposite field. Breaking ball lifted to right center, but Bishop closes in and makes the grab for the first down.
The right fielder, number 27, Noah Blythe.
Noah Blythe now the batter. Well, during the road trip, Noah had to come in and pitch the final 3 innings on Tuesday, but it was second time as he takes off here to left. And that ball is not coming back. Ambushes the first pitch against Huter. And it's his 10th home run of the season, which doubles the Ballers' lead, the Blazers' lead to 2-0.
Well, Noah Blythe was watching Jeter Ibarra's at bat. He saw that he got a big first pitch breaking ball, and now here a first pitch breaking ball that he absolutely demolishes to left field into that net.
101 miles an hour off the bat, and that is the 117th home run hit by the Ballers as part of our Sonic Internet home run tracker. Your home run tracker brought to you by Sonic Internet. This is Mitchell Sanford, who takes strike one. Well, I was trying to make the point that Noah, for the second time this season, had homered and then also pitched in the same game for the right fielder. So another blast for Blythe, his second in his last 4 games.
Well, the number that you want to start tracking on that Sonic home run tracker is going to be the number 166, which is the Ballers home run record set from last year.
Rolled softly to first. Manzo to the pitcher, and it's Huter who wins the foot race for the second out.
They set a lot of offensive records last year, including team batting average at 304, hits at 1,060, and home runs at 166. They are going to be close to setting that average mark. They're at 302 right now, but home runs, they'll have a chance.
DJ Rogers takes a strike. So you said what, 166?
166 is the record for them.
So right now they need 49 more home runs to match that record, if my math is right.
Well, and they've got 117 in 63 games. So you're looking at about 2 a game, roughly, almost 2 a game.
There'll be 33 games left. 32 games left at the end of today.
So they're going to have a shot.
Yeah. Certainly doable on paper. Two 0 Oakland, bottom of the 4th.
Now they'll set no pitching records, I'll tell you that much. Best teams in the league pitching for their first 2 years of their franchise history.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat for whatever future Ballers team. Hard to repeat the staff from last season and what they were able to accomplish. This is flied foul into the stands. Still 1-2 on Rogers.
Whoa, man. Foul ball.
Connor Smith is on deck. And it's 1-2. Huter is letting the pitch clock wind down. And Rogers pops it up out of play. One ball and 2 strikes. Down and away. TJ is 7 for 20 through his first 6 games as a pro. Watch out, red pocket dugouts, heads up. Yeah, that one came in pretty hot. This will be the 70th pitch of the game for Huter. And Rogers goes down looking. Second strikeout for Blaine Huter, but Noah Blythe takes him deep to left field with a rocket over the left field wall into the netting. And the Ballers now lead 2-0 through 4 here on Ballers TV.
Skip the park. Plan your trip today at actransit.org. AC Transit, moving the East Bay since 1960. And now it is time for the Groove Cam. It's a cam where if you're on the time to go. When you're on the interval, you got a groove. Get all of you right there. Groove right now. Let's get groovy time. Let's do it. They got the groove. Yeah. Come on. Casey, you can do it. There's a lot of people grooving in Scrappy Town right now for Dead Enough. But I appreciate the people grooving right here on the Groove Cam. Great job. Great groove. Hey, you groove. Groove now. That's right, you. Right there, get off your phone and groove. That is how you groove, Connor.
TJ McKenzie leads off for Red Pocket. Our former baller and Fred now with the mobiles, and for Dimitri Young. It's 2-0 Oakland. 58 pitches for Hurley through 4 innings. He has struck out 5 and has allowed 2 base runners. 1 ball and 1 strike on McKenzie.
Got a big hug and a smile from TJ before the game, who it's funny because he's with Dimitri Young's team last year, then goes to the Ballers, now starts with Oakland, and is finishing here with Dimitri Young again.
And it's certainly good to still see him smiling.
He's got a great smile.
Oh, yeah. It's been a tough stretch for the Mobiles, but one of the best smiles you'll see on the team and out there on the field. And he made some big plays for the Ballers throughout the course of this season and, of course, of last season.
He's been swinging a hot bat, too, for Red Pocket.
It's this hard right to Rogers. Throws a little high, but Ibarra keeps the toe on the bag. One out for Justin Johnson.
Well, McKenzie has elite speed, so Rogers has got to make a good, accurate throw, and it always gets there from Rogers. It's not a cannon like Cobb's, but it always gets there just in time to beat the runner.
There's Justin Johnson, the former SF State Gator.
Won't be able to say that for many more years.
No. Is it their whole athletic program, or?
It's certainly baseball.
Baseball.
Well, I know, for
dissolved.
example, Sonoma State certainly has sports. They just don't have baseball anymore.
Although I did hear that Sonoma State athletics is going to be returning next fall.
That's what I was thinking. Or maybe
after 18 months of them without sports. Tough play for O'Sullivan. Gets rid of it quickly.
Ooh.
Oh, and it's just in time. By about a half step on Johnson. O'Sullivan got rid of it just in the nick of time, and there's 2 away.
I didn't think he had a chance, but once I saw what was on that throw, it did just beat Johnson in time. Let's see if we're going to get a good look here. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's bang, bang, but gets him by about an eighth of a step.
Jason Benzone right on it. Here is Paz. Yeah, this was on Monday. Sonoma State will resume its, or will bring back its athletics program beginning in the fall of 2027.
Well, it's funny because I was on LinkedIn looking through some stuff, and someone was talking about, oh yeah, we're going to hire a new athletics development director for the fall, and I thought, oh good, at least they still have sports. I didn't realize it was everything's gone.
Yeah.
Well, something's coming back. That's great.
Well, it was gone.
Seawolves.
Yeah.
Aubrey Tolliver.
Aubrey Tolliver, that's right. Our in-game host on assignment for today, but we'll see her, I'm sure, coming soon. But yeah, for 18 months, no sports. Apparently the sports that will be returning are men's and women's basketball, cross country, men's and women's golf, men's and women's soccer, softball, and women's volleyball. Paz keeps himself alive.
I paused just briefly saying Aubrey Tolliver's name because what almost came out of my mouth was, oh, Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
And then I was like, oh no, the other Aubrey that I know.
Are you a Parks and Rec guy?
Yeah, I do enjoy the show.
Okay. Well, I know she's in a lot more than just that, but I guess that was the first thing that came into my mind. Two and two on Paz. And perhaps a generous call from Ron Adams, and Red Pocket has no challenges left. Charlie Hurley picks up strikeout number 6. We are halfway home here in West Oakland. It's 2-0. Ballers on Ballers TV.
Bless you. This Friday night broadcast of Ballers Baseball on YouTube is brought to you by Proposition Chicken, fried, flipped, and fake. This chicken goes 3 ways, and bless you.
Thank you on both ends. Gesundheit also.
Yes. Gesundheit, which means
Excuse me?
gesund, which is health, height
Okay.
of your health, you know, be
Yeah.
healthy. Gesundheit, sort of like salud.
Okay. Yes, salud. This is Connor Smith at the dish.
We need to have the linguistics lesson here in the 5th. I'm more than happy to have it.
What do you say in, how do you say it in Spanish? You just say
Salud.
Salud? Okay.
Yeah, salud.
One ball, one strike. just foul by Smith.
There might be a variation of that, which maybe is more commonly said colloquially, but you can also use salute for a toast, of course.
Yeah, my summer allergies have flared up today. Usually they're under control.
It's all that chicken dander from Yuba.
And they did have a. I was tempted, but it's a little tough for me to eat during the game. But they did have the all-you-can-eat Wing Wednesdays promotion, and they smelled pretty good.
I cannot think of a worse food to eat on air. I hate sticky hands. I hate things on my hands.
And they were tempting me. The Yuba Southern press box said, "Hey Gareth, would you like one?" And I was like, "Oh, I have to pass, unfortunately." As Bishop charges in to make the catch on this fly ball. Smelled like I don't know, like a barbecue. They smelled like barbecue wings. Maybe some buffalo as well.
I don't know why, even from a little kid, wings and ribs, anything that I kind of have to fight while I eat, I've never really been into. Now, I like the taste of wings. I like the taste of ribs. But all things being equal, I'd rather just pop something in my mouth or take a big bite out of it, not to worry about where is the bone, where is the tendon, where's my, moist towelette.
What about boneless wings, though? Are you a boneless wing guy?
Sure. Well, this will tell you something. In Colorado Springs, when I used to go to the Buffalo Wild Wings, I get myself a sandwich. That should tell you something right there.
But you're eating it with your hands, or you?
A sandwich I can eat with my hands. Yes.
Okay. You're not slicing and dicing up a sandwich. You're not.
I'm not Mr. Penn.
I was gonna say you're not that particular. I feel like I'm the opposite. If it's just too fussy with fork and knife, I'm just gonna use my hands. This is chopped to short. Spence Kaufman throws out O'Sullivan. I think that's what I did with the order of ribs I received in Missoula. Like, it was just too fussy to eat with a plastic fork and knife. So I'm just like, screw it. Go in with the hands and, take one for the team here.
Now, was that dinner during a broadcast?
This was lunch. This was lunch in
whereabouts?
Was it downtown
Tamarack?
Missoula? It was very close to Tamarack. How am I forgetting the name? It was actually a very good spot.
Tamarack Brewing, which actually adorns this laptop. This one, of course, one in Lakeside, which is...
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is overturned to a ball.
So Eastside challenged that ball. Ballers keep their 2 challenges. You said you had a sticker? I didn't see it. Sorry. Ah, there we go. Two 2-0 on Santos. This was at the notorious PIG barbecue, right next to Tamarack.
Big E should sue.
His estate hasn't reacted quick enough.
You know, it's funny, one thing that I learned in media law, which was MCO 501, 401?
Yeah.
Which you may have taken as a Cronkite student, is that you cannot defame a deceased person. Because they can't defend themselves in court.
Yeah.
You want to talk about non sequitur of the year, that one might be it, but still.
I didn't see any, I don't think they paid homage to Biggie at all in that restaurant. At least I didn't see anything. Fair ball to Manzo, and it's a 1-2-3-5 for Huter. 6th inning coming up. It's the Ballers 2 and the Mobiles nothing here on Ballers TV. Welcome back to Ramondi Park. Tonight's game brought to you by Proposition Chicken, located right by the Grand Lake Theater on Lakeshore. Tonight's game brought to you by Proposition Chicken. As we head into the 6th, it's Charlie Hurley back on the mound to face Royce Clayton. 1 ball, no strikes, 2-0 Oakland. Gareth Kwok, Tyler Peterson, thanks for tuning in on this Friday night, the final day of July before we turn the calendar over. Clayton, Horvat, and Kaufman, the 9-1 and 2 bats for Red Pocket. Mobile's trying to snap a 10-game losing streak. And Hurley continues to paint that outside. 73 pitches, 46 have found the zone. That's a broken bat, fair ball down the right field line. And it's going to be the first extra base hit for Red Pocket as Clayton doubles to lead off the frame. And the top of the lineup is coming up as a potential tying run.
I thought Clayton might have slowed down a little early there. Blythe did not have the easiest time playing the ball off of that chain link fence, and I don't know that he ever looked to Dimitri at third. I don't know if he would have sent him, but he certainly might have been able to give himself a chance.
Just the second hit off Hurley tonight, and the first hit since the 3rd inning. Top of the lineup now for the Mobiles. Here is Gianni Horvat. Oh for 1 with a walk drawn. Two 2-0. Formerly with Colorado Springs last year, 2nd season in the Pioneer League. A couple of seasons at UNLV and then a couple of seasons at New Mexico State. Oh, a healthy hack on the high heat. 2-1.
That was a real healthy hack. Right at the top of the zone, got 91, and he followed through.
That was a swing to try and tie up the game. Three and 1.
Fire Boys are here.
Yes. They have just pulled in their usual left center field spot. Three 1 is lined up the middle. It's a base hit. Stopping at third is Clayton. Horvat singles, and Red Pocket with its first big chance of the game. First 2 men on for Spence Kaufman.
It's not the first time that we've seen Charlie cruise through 5 and then end up with a line like 5+, 5 1/3, something along those lines. I think for this at bat for Kaufman, give up the run, get a double play. Horvat might go though.
Well, that's the approach Oakland is playing right now. The defense is back. Horvat does have 12 stolen bases. Blows 91 by him for strike 1.
If that pitch is inside, it might be a 3-run home run, but with where it is on the outer part of the plate, you're going to get a swing through from Kaufman.
A low strike. Kaufman, though, has no challenges left. Red Pocket burned both back in the 4th inning. It's 0-2. And if they did have a challenge left, it would have been overturned to a ball. Check on Horvat.
That's forbidden knowledge. Don't bite the apple. Don't look at the track man.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a second fire truck.
We do. Little tapper. Hurley bobbles it, stays with it, gets the sure thing. A run does score as Clayton comes in from third base, and it's now a 2-1.
Well, the
Oakland
best
lead.
thing, the best thing he did there was after he realized there wasn't going to be a play. I'm actually very surprised that Clayton came home on that, but once he had no play at the plate, to just take the one out at first.
Well, perhaps Clayton was lucky that Hurley bobbled that ball, because otherwise he might have been a dead duck at the plate. I mean, the play was right there in front of him.
It was, and it only would have taken a shovel pass from Hurley to give Smith more than enough time to put a tag on Clayton. I don't know that Harrison Dudley has seen a fastball today, by the way.
Oakland does have a righty warming up in the bullpen. It's Julio Rosario getting loose for the Ballers. Harrison Dudley has big time power. Have to be careful with him. It's a good changeup, and it's now 1-2. "21 home runs, 58 runs batted in for the former Cannon University product. And he got him. Strikeout number 7 for Charlie Hurley. And that is a new season high. He's already, he eclipses the 6 strikeouts he had back in Missoula on the 13th of June. Two outs for Manzo. Tying runs at second. And Manzo hits a high fly ball to center, but right at Mitchell Sanford. Charlie Hurley bends but doesn't break in that 6th inning. A run in on 2 hits for the Mobiles. And Oakland holds a 2-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th here on Ballers TV. Jaden Kalora leads off for the Ballers. Oakland holds a 2-1 lead on Red Pocket in this first game of a 6-game series over the next 7 days. Blaine Huter still in the ball game, 84 pitches through 5 innings. It's Kalora, Buford, and Ibarra against the righty Huter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Couple defensive substitutions for Red Pocket. Josiah Chavez is now at first base, and Efren Manzo moves from first to third. Justin Johnson is now out of the ball game. 2-1. Laura has fly down to center and drawn a walk today. High fly ball to deep right field. Bishop back, he leaps. Did he catch it? He did. He perhaps just took one away from Kalora.
Kalora just now has realized he didn't hit a home run and is walking back. Wow, what a play by Bishop.
Let's see this again. Bishop measures it up, and a heck of a play. It wouldn't have gone out, but it certainly would have been extra bases for Kalora.
It was a very pretty fly ball, I'll say that.
I think he still had a few more feet of room in right for it to be a true home run robbery, but that's still a great play by Braylon Bishop. Buford today has grounded out twice. Checks his swing, but can't hold up. Two and one on Cam. Maulers with just 4 hits today off of Huter. He's been one of Red Pocket's most consistent starters. 7 or more innings pitched in 3 of his last 4 starts. Lets the pitch clock wind down, and Buford strikes out. It's the 3rd K for Huter. And there's 2 down for Ibarra. Went to Weber International University, private school in Babson Park, Florida, an NAIA school down in the Sunshine State. Ibarra sends a fly ball to right. Bishop is at the wall, and it is not coming back. The Pioneer League's home run leader is back at it again, number 26. And Oakland gets the run back. It's now 3-1.
It was power that was supplied by Jeter. That's a breaking ball at 79, and he was not going to let another one of those big ones go by him as he took that just into the bullpen, in at 79, out at 96, and a big run for Oakland.
Well, Noah Blythe got a breaking ball on the first pitch and hit it out in the 4th. And Ibarra, what does he get? A first pitch breaking ball. And he deposits it into the Red Pocket bullpen. His 26th home run of the year. The 118th home run hit this season by the Ballers as part of our Sonic Internet home run tracker. This might fall off the bat of Blythe, and it does. 2-hit game for Noah as he dunks one in the shallow right center, and it'll bring up Mitchell Sanford.
Well, Weber International University is home to one of the original Ballers. Bradley Burdett, who got a save in the second ever game for Oakland. He was a Weber International University baseball player.
They compete in it's called the Sun Conference, TSC. There's a lot of good competition down there in Florida, not just at the D1 level, but at the D2 and the NAIA level. Junior colleges are very strong down there as well.
This is TSC versus SEC.
2-1. Mitchell Sanford is 2 for 10 to start out his Ballers career. Collected his first Ballers run batted in during the road trip in Yuba. And he fouls one out of play. Knew he got a good pitch. Middle away. The count even at 2. Blythe with his lead. Quick pitch in the dirt. And it's a full count.
Has that been successful for Huter once today?
I really don't. And I don't say that not to be disrespectful. I just don't think, it just hasn't worked. I don't think.
I was just asking as a matter of fact. I don't think it has.
Sanford to right, but he hooks it foul. And Blythe wasn't running on that pitch. Aaron Miles is telling him, hey, it's a 3-2 count with 2 down. Let's get going here. So Blythe should take off now. He does. And this is rolled up the middle and through for a base hit. And Blythe will advance to third.
What a little one-handed ping pong swing that was. And that's the beauty of baseball. Sometimes that's all you need to sneak one through and then move your guy from first to third. This is a big-time 2-out rally now, 3 consecutive hits.
So a 2-out rally. Ray King is going to talk with Huter as a lefty begins to warm for the Mobiles.
A mostly full 3,012 tonight. One of the bigger crowds of this, biggest crowd of the second half, in fact.
Well, we had a long line wrapped around the corner, waiting to get in for today, and you were saying it brought back some opening day vibes with the turnout waiting to get in.
Well, these Grateful Dead folks, they travel well. If you name the Red Pocket Mobiles the Red Pocket Grateful Deads, they would fill stadiums all around the Pioneer League.
Oh, yeah. Here's TJ Rogers. I mean, they'd be following them from stop to stop, place to place.
That's a long time to look at a breaking ball. It's coming in fast. 70 miles an hour, anything at 70 miles an hour is fast. But to watch that ball go from above the strike zone to below, that's a long time to lay off.
Big hole on the right side of the infield for Rogers. Hits this on the ground to short, and it eats up Kaufman. Blythe is in the score, and the inning continues. It's being called a hit.
Booney.
From one shortstop to another. Kaufman trying to backhand. And it's a 4-1 Oakland lead. Rogers gets credit for his 4th run batted in this year. Now can Connor Smith keep the line moving? Oh for 2. He's lined out to left and flied out to right. Sent to center. Well, McKenzie is there, inning over. The Ballers score 2 on 4 2-out hits. Ibarra goes deep for a 26th time. Oakland now leads by 3, 4-1, as we go to the 7th on Ballers TV.
Last call. This is your last call for all alcohol and concessions. Alcohol and concession sales. So plan accordingly. Both agreements and now you can. Thank you, Tara, the beautifier in the merch booth. And we said last call. I really mean it this time because we literally have about 30 hats left. These jerseys flew so fast we had to pull them off the internet because we sold too many here today. So if you want Amsterdam Blazers merch, if you want Blazers merch, you have to come right now because it is literally about to sell out. Our tie-dye shirts also already sold out. So big day, get down here. Let's go Amsterdam. Let's go Amsterdam Blazers.
A 4-1 Oakland lead. This Friday night broadcast brought to you by Proposition Chicken. Gluten-free options, yes, gluten-free fried chicken sandwiches at Proposition Chicken. Julio Rosario, the new right-hander on the mound for Oakland to face Bishop, McKenzie, and the new first baseman Chavez here in the 7th. A quality start from Charlie Hurley.
Should be a new nickname for him. Charlie.
With a season-high 7 Ks. First pitch fastball at 94 is a called strike 1.
Yeah, he did a really good job, Charlie Hurley, commanding his stuff today. Got ahead on these red pocket hitters. I mean, all of his off-speed pitches look really sharp. The slider, curveball, incorporate a couple of changeups as well. And I think the number that stands out the most is just 1 walk after he had walked 5 against Boise, or excuse me, 4 last time around against the Hawks.
For a guy who allows a very pedestrian 265 average against, it has been the walks that have troubled him the most of any one facet of his game this year.
Yeah, and over his last 3 starts, he had walked 12 batters. So to have just 1 today, certainly encouraging.
1-2. Rosario brings the non-heat very high for 2-2. That was the changeup, never came down. And it looked like he just sort of tilted a little differently there on the mound. Got him there. Swing and a miss by Bishop, who struck out 3 times, and there is the good Rosario changeup for his 5th strikeout. This is his 3rd appearance, a total of 3 innings.
Boy, it just totally disappears on the lefty, or on Manzo right there. And when he can pair that with that mid-90s fastball, it really makes that changeup even more and more deadly.
Pitch called strike to TJ McKenzie. 0 for 2 thus far today. A fly out to right and a ground out to short. Slider off the plate. Those are the 3 pitches now for Rosario. One is swung on and missed. 94 attacks the top of the zone against McKenzie. And now ahead in the count, 1-2. Seen as high as 96 from Rosario so far.
Yeah, I think 96 has been his max velocity.
See if he sticks with the high heat. The 1-2 pitch to TJ McKenzie is a ball with no swing. Two. That's off the plate with a changeup, and we'll go full. See if it's a challenge from Rosario. The payoff is outside. I would say the wrong guy to walk. Although there is a wronger guy to walk, and that's the guy that he was able to strike out in Bishop. But McKenzie's speed just as good. If you want to add up the stolen base numbers between the two teams, McKenzie actually has more steals than Bishop. So here's Chavez, who entered the 6th inning as the first baseman, now bats with McKenzie at first. Fastball at 93, too high. Four consecutive balls now from Rosario. That's 5, excuse me.
You mentioned Red Pocket's ability to steal bases. They lead the league in stolen bags with 164.
Chavez is one of the standout offensive players from the first series we saw. Had a couple of home runs, I believe, and now it's a 3-0 count.
Can't walk the tying run to the plate here.
They've been high out of the hand of Rosario. And there's another one. They may not let this go on much farther. It's going to be Jim Diedrich, who will use all of the Spanish he has to communicate with Rosario about what the game plan is here. The word cambio might get thrown out more than a few times.
I was going to say, how is Jimmy's Spanish?
I
mean,
believe
it's just a question.
I believe in Jim's Spanish.
Okay. Charlie Hurley's Spanish is quite good.
Charlie Hurley, I heard he spoke Spanish, then I started asking questions, and he was like, ah.
It's enough to pass by, but when you hang out with all those Dominican prospects in the Cubs system, you're going to pick up some phrases and some sentences here and there, more than the typical minor leaguer.
Langston Burkett might have a little bit from his time in the ACL. A couple bullets to fire in the Spanish department. First pitch is high and inside to Nick Potts, who has hit into a fielder's choice and has struck out looking. 7 consecutive, now 8 consecutive balls by Rosario. Make it 9. There won't be a 5th batter for Rosario. unless he can throw a strike. And it's not happening right now.
Tyler Bates better get warm quickly. Now he's just started the toss.
And that's hardly going to be in time for the next hitter. If this is a ball, which it is not. It is a strike. And perhaps a call that Rosario doesn't deserve right now, but he gets it. He's sticking with a lot of fastballs here. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone. And Rosario is now back in the count, 3-2.
It's been all fastballs here on Paz.
Paz has watched 5 balls get thrown by him. 3 out of the zone, 2 in the zone. There go the runners. Foul back. One after a ball that would have been close to the top of the zone at 91. It was McKenzie going to third and Chavez headed to second. Smith's got to come up firing to second, I think, on that play, but we'll see.
And McKenzie got a huge jump at second base.
They stay this time, it's ball 4. 3 consecutive walks. And Aaron Miles might send out Connor Smith. We have a pinch hitter? We do. It's Keshawn Frett. There'll be a single-use batter for Royce Clayton. And Frett's got enough power to give Red Pocket the lead. It's Rosario to face Frett. Slider off the plate.
Well, in his first 2 outings, he didn't show too much shakiness of the control. Tonight's been a different story.
94 at the top of the zone. Frett wants to challenge, but doesn't have one available. Swing and a miss. And now Frett has to cover that top of the zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rosario needs a strikeout. He's got it. Well, 2 strikeouts that right now are bookending 3 walks. And it's a big out for Rosario. But he will not be allowed to finish this inning. Ballers are going to call in Tyler Bates to the game. Barely holding on to this lead right now. The tying run is on base here in the 7th.
Pitching for the Oakland Ballers, number 13, Tyler Bates. This pitching change brought to you by Bart. And now, it is time for another special cam. It's the tie-dye cam. That's right. That's it. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're rocking that tie-dye. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh. He was ready for that. Here's the tie-dye cam here on Rachel's Red Night. Hey, sir, try to put your face on your face and get the shirt there.
Well, it's the lefty with the big curveball, Tyler Bates, his 5th baller's game. And this is technically a save situation, so he's in for a hold. He needs an out. And it's Johnny Horvat who takes ball 1. Johnny Horvat has been on base twice. He's grounded out, walked, and singled. It's McKenzie at 3rd, Chavez at 2nd, Paz at 1st. As Bates will try to get out of this inning. A jam that was created by Julio Rosario. Nice changeup there. Horvat pulled his head, 1-1. Rosario did not allow a hit. He struck out 2, but he walked 3. And he walked 3 without much battle. That's taken. And Bates and Smith might just be trying to hold off. See if they can get to a 2-strike count before revealing the breaking ball. So as we said, Bates, who spent some time in the Pecos League, does not have a ton of tape. He's got some tape from Henderson State, and the little that he has so far with Oakland. He might have to bring it out here. This is a patient at-bat from Horvat thus far.
All off speed up to this point here against Horvat.
Ball 4, it's an RBI, and it's 4-2. So for Horvat, it's his 3rd time on base. It's his 1st RBI, and that'll bring up Spence Kaufman, the tying run now at 2nd base. A very uncomfortable inning so far for Oakland. And Red Pocket, who only has 3 hits in the game, have now been given 4 base runners for free here in the 7th. Kaufman lines one foul. He was late on a changeup. And now a chance for Bates to bring out the curveball. Let's see if he tries to backdoor Kaufman. Smith sets up. And it isn't. It's a fastball down and in. That's a location miss from Bates. He's got a couple more to work with. In the air. Down the line. Blythe makes the catch. No, he dropped it. Brought the glove behind him, took a swipe at it and missed it. No play. It's still 1-2. Boy, for a second there, I thought that glove caught that baseball.
Well, for a split second, he couldn't find the baseball in this twilight sky before hustling at the very end and just overrunning it. It's a long run for Blythe, a catchable one, but certainly not the easiest play.
Strike!
Blocked by Smith. That was the curveball. He's fought back to 2-2. Kaufman got the opening run in for Red Pocket in the 6th on a ground out. Just inside, not close enough for Smith to challenge. We go full.
I don't think he's thrown a curveball yet.
I thought maybe that one of those was the one in the dirt, but maybe not.
Been a lot of fastball changeup.
3-2. To center. Sanford in, inning over. The damage is just 1. And we head to the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch with the Ballers leading 4-2.
All right, everybody up. You know what time it is. It's time for the 7th inning stretch presented by Planet Fitness. And I'm going to need you all to help me sing it. Here we go,
Welcome back to this Friday night broadcast of Ballers Baseball on YouTube, brought to you by Proposition Chicken, the best breakfast sandwiches in the Bay. The new lefty on the mound is Jordan Hamburg, the former Great Falls Voyager. He'll face O'Sullivan, then Santos, and Kalura. Hamburg had spent a lot of time with Great Falls this year and got roughed up as a member of the Voyagers. He's found a home here as a bullpen lefty with the Red Pocket Mobiles. And listen, as a left-handed pitcher, you'll always be... Oh, ow, Ron Adams. There'll always be a market for his left-handed pitcher, but Ron Adams took that, I think, directly off of the elbow.
I thought that got O'Sullivan for a split second.
Well, I'll give you the numbers for Blaine Huter, who had a really nice start. 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. If his night had ended at 5 2/3 innings, he would have given up 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and
Crunching the numbers.
3 Ks.
And hey, he had a ground ball. He got a ground ball against
Yes,
Rogers that was ruled a hit, but Kaufman, I think, could have scooped that on the backhand and thrown him out, and that would have held his line to just 3 runs and would have kept it a 1-run game. So you take away that, you take away a couple of the home runs he gave up, all things considered, we understand why he's been off to a good start for this Red Pocket staff and has anchored the rotation in a way.
Ron Adams, I think, trying to test out that arm right now. He's going to stay in. Ron Adams is the kind of guy that if I was walking home at night, I would want as my bodyguard. Have you met Ron Adams in person?
No, I haven't, but I could understand why now. I see the build from here behind the plate.
O'Sullivan doubled in the second. He nearly doubled in a run, but Mitchell Sanford was thrown out at the plate 7-5-2. Takes high here, 2-1. Tomorrow's game, a 4:35 start, as per usual, on a Saturday afternoon. And then a 1:05 Sunday game, and then an off day on Monday at home. And then 3 more against these Red Pocket Mobiles, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not too many more home games after that. You have just 12 more. And then hockey season.
Hockey season.
Or football season for some. I mean, football season for me. Football will come first and then hockey. "3-2 is fouled away and just over the press box. At least from a spectator's point of view.
Well, it comes to that time, right? The sports equinox in October. All 4 sports overlap.
"3-2. Got him. Challenged at 88, and Hamburg wins the duel. I remember days when I was working at NBC Sports Bay Area in California where there would be sort of this Sports-ageddon days where it would be Sharks and Warriors playoffs, and the Kings were in the playoffs for a few years, and it was Giants opening day, and the A's were in Boston, so they were on in the morning. I didn't know what we were going to do. People were running around. It's only 2 channels.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff had to get moved to the pluses.
Yeah, how do you make sure everyone gets fair exposure? A lot of mouths to feed.
Well, Jordan Hamburg's doing something right now that is getting the better of the first 2 hitters for Oakland in this inning.
That was an 87 mile an hour fastball. It looks like it's more in the low 90s or mid 90s. Sort of a sneaky 87 from Hamburg.
He can be sneaky as a lefty. That one too low. We could see that from here, just from the delivery of Hamburg.
And maybe the way he follows through, or just kind of the arm slot, makes it look deceptively faster than it appears.
Maybe he's staying behind his body a little longer. Santos fouls that away. That one at 88. Santos looks at strike 3. Big breaking ball on the outside. That's back-to-back Ks for Hamburg, who those Great Falls numbers be darned, looking pretty good right now. Here's Kalura.
I don't think he pitched at all at Great Falls when the Ballers were there to visit. He was mostly used as a position player, a two-way threat. He's got really good speed for a left-handed pitcher.
You know what? I think I have him confused for another player, actually.
Who are you thinking of?
I'm not sure, but his numbers in Great Falls, 4 starts, a 4.41. Which is not bad at all. Oh, I take it back. Nope. I take it back. His numbers have been converted all to red pocket. So it's 10 starts, 11.70. That is what I thought. Okay. But 42 Ks in 30 innings. He's walked 40 in 30 innings. And that's one of the unfortunate things that happens sometimes on Baseball Reference, is that Kalura's going to keep that one in his pocket. Is that sometimes when teams trade players, or one player goes from one club to the other, those stats get all amalgamated into one team, which at the very least throws off the Baseball Reference numbers. Now the team stats on the team websites on Presto are all correct. And if you want correct stats, you know you can always go there. Too low, and Kalura lays off. That's at 90. That's as fast as we've seen Hamburg throw today.
Well, Hamburg pinch ran twice when he was a member of the Voyagers against the Ballers, and then he got a start as a DH, and he had 3 hits, including 2 extra base hits.
Oh, Ron Adams.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to hope that got a different spot, although that's not as... There's no good. He's waving off. Any help from the Oakland dugout. One thing I can say for Ron Adams is at least he won't be behind the plate tomorrow. Full count to Kalura. Kalura goes. He'll appeal. And yes, Brian Klein says that he did go. It's 3 Ks for Hamburg. And we head to the 8th, 4-2, the Ballers lead.
From their early roots in Oakland's 1990s medical cannabis scene, Purple City Genetics has always been about serving the community that raised them. Purple City believes that everyone deserves to grow better cannabis faster. That's why they're here supporting the Oakland Ballers and the ongoing movement to destigmatize cannabis right here at home. Celebrate with us. Visit purplecitygenetics.com to learn more about our genetics. Purple City Genetics. Rooted in Oakland, relevant for the future.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Proposition Chicken. Swing by any Monday, and 10% of your bill will be donated to a local non-profit. They are sponsors of our Friday night YouTube game so that all of you can enjoy Ballers Baseball. Here is Jordan Harrison Dudley, a switch hitter. And he has turned around for the first time, bat from the right side to face Tyler Bates. Bates walked in an inherited runner in the 7th. It was the lone run given up of the 3 walks that Rosario allowed. Harrison Dudley is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. There's a strike. Well, there's one surefire way to let Red Pocket back in this game, and that is allow free base runners. Another 3-ball count. It's like the 6th 3-ball count in the last 7 batters. 3-1. Back to the screen. Foul. That fastball right at the top of the zone. It's a full count. All right, if I don't see a curveball here, I'm going to think maybe he doesn't have the feel for it tonight. 3-2. It's the fastball, and it's strike 3 called, taken by Harrison Dudley. Wow.
I mean, he had to have been sitting on a changeup, right? Because for a guy that's blasted 21 homers and driven in 58, I mean, that's puzzling. He takes one right down the pipe like that.
Here's Manzo. Down the right field line, out of play. First pitch changeup to Manzo.
I mean, it's been mostly fastball and changeup tonight from Bates.
I think we've seen one breaking ball. I think it was the one in the dirt to Kaufman. I don't know that we've seen any others. Well, he'll take that. Probably was going to be a strike anyway. 0-2 on Manzo. Bates did the good work to get out of the 7th and got the fly out of Kaufman to center field. There's the breaking ball. Does he go? No. It was a good one, too.
I like it.
Manzo did not offer.
That's the type of movement and the pitch shape that you want in a 0-2 pitch like that.
Oh, Smith. Let's see.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is overturned to a strike.
Strike 3 called, and great job by Connor Smith. 2 outs.
And I love that Connor Smith decided to challenge that. There have been a few times where I think he's been hesitant to use a challenge, and he's still getting used to this system and this setup now that he's a pro, but that's the time to use it right there. In a 8th inning ball game, 2-run lead, need to steal any strikes possible.
How do I describe the placement of that ball on the zone? I would say sitting on the top line of the zone.
Right.
Well, you got 2 challenges late in the game. You might as well. Remember, it's not so much about whether or not that ball is in the zone. but whether or not it clips the zone, because there's not a ton of balls that are in the zone that go to challenges. It's all about whether that ball nicks a part of the zone or not, and that's the game that's being played at both the major league and minor league level. There's a strike. Bishop is on major sombrero watch now. It's 1-2 to him. And we've got a sombrero. 3 Ks for Bates in the 8th. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. Ballers lead 4-2 on Ballers TV. Back-to-back innings where the pitchers have struck out the side in order. And now we are in the bottom of inning 8 of our Friday night broadcast, sponsored by Proposition Chicken. Order, pick up, or have it delivered at propositionchicken.com. Buford to face the new righty in Nathan Darden, a 6-foot-tall, 200-pound right-hander from Rowlett, Texas. Former member of the Florence Yalls. He faces Cam Buford, who's 0 for 3 today. Oh, and 2. Rowlett, Texas, 2 T's on Rowlett. Just one, it would be a Pokemon. Toward first, but out of play.
Boy, I love what Tyler Bates was able to show in that top of the 8th. This time leaning more on the changeup than we're used to seeing, before then eventually implementing that breaking ball, that curveball.
Down the line, fair ball. Buford's gonna run. Buford's gonna run. Buford's gonna run for 3. Cam showing up the speed. And it's his first triple of the year.
Well, Darden tries to throw a fastball on the outside, and Cam barrels it up 102 off the bat, and he was thinking 3 immediately as soon as the first base umpire, Jason Venzone, ruled it inside the chalk.
Infield is in as it's ball 1 to Ibarra. You could walk Ibarra here. There's not much that Red Pocket can do right now but to bring them infield in. And with the exception of a couple of high choppers to the middle infielders, Ibarra is not really a ground ball kind of guy.
No. This is a strikeout situation for Darden.
It's a nice pitch there. I thought maybe that if they had got to 3-0 on Ibarra, they wouldn't have bothered with that fourth pitch. And seeing yet another intentional walk go Ibarra's way. Now that's a nice pitch. That's a rather sharp breaking ball at the top of the zone. 2-2.
Yeah, he threw a loopier one the previous pitch, and this time a more tighter shaped breaking ball.
He gets Ibarra swing and chases 93 above the zone, way above the zone. One away in the eighth.
Well, to come back from down 2-0 against the Pioneer League's home run leader and then punch him out with the next 3 being strikes. That was a very impressive bounce back from Darden.
Blythe with 2 hits, including a solo home run today. Fouls that out of play. Well, an unproductive out to begin the inning, and it passes the torch to Blythe to put something into the outfield, a rather shallow outfield at that. Really coming down the hill over the top is Darden. I'd have to watch the center field angle. I mean, not quite Josh Colmenter.
Not quite Liam Plunkett's.
Not quite Liam Plunkett's. Colmenter, from what I can remember, watching all those Giants D-backs games growing up, was a little more straight up, and it's almost like the whole torso went with the body, much more like cricket. It's a hitter's count for Blythe.
Seemed like the Giants always got the best of Colmenter in those games. It felt like it, at least.
Wasn't that way with Paul Goldschmidt.
No. You can ask Tim Lincecum about that.
Did Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado most home runs by any opponent?
Yeah, they beat up on those Giants pretty good.
Full count to Blythe. Darden has shown a pretty good breaking ball. Strike 3 called the top of the zone, and Noah wants the challenge. That has been the good one so far.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is overturned to a ball.
Overturned to a ball. Well, I don't think Red Pocket should necessarily poo-poo the walk, although they certainly would have taken the second out of the inning. Because they will now be left in a situation that's not all that different from the one they had with Blythe and could still get out of the inning on 1 pitch. Sanford's been quiet in his home debut. One single-handed single. Fouled the ball back to the screen there, though, quite loudly. Walked in the second. Grounded out in the fourth. To make a lot of friends in his new town now. With a good swing here. Out of play, 0-2. 2 fastballs at 93, and he's been swinging to try to bring a man in. Just got a piece of it.
Oh.
And boy, it is just whatever's happening behind home plate tonight between Nick Poss
God.
And our home plate umpire, Ron Adams, I mean, I just don't understand
I mean,
the randomness of this to occur consecutively in the way that it has.
I mean, it's like a wave of hits and nicks behind the plate today. And for Connor Smith, I mean, he's, for whatever reason, he has largely remained out of this. But unfortunately for Nick Poss and Ron Adams, boy, it has been it's been an exhausting, just physically, what, 2.5 hours?
You want to talk about workplace hazards?
Yeah.
No spot on the field with more of those than that position.
I mean, Poss has just gotten dinged up everywhere. The lower body, the forearm. He showed me the forearm before the game.
Yeah, he showed me the forearm too.
Yeah, very, very bruised.
Well, it's happened. The east side ball that hit him was very much the same. It was sort of a one-hand protective swing that caught just the top of the ball so that it went straight down into Poss.
Yeah.
Still 0-2 on Sanford. And he cranks one to right field. It's high, it's deep, and it's gone. '92 at the top of the zone. And he has his first big Oakland moment. His first Pioneer League home run. He's got 2 in the American Association. He's got 5 in the Frontier, and that's his first in the Pioneer.
And that is the 119th home run hit this season by the Ballers as part of our Sonic Internet home run tracker. He flexed the muscle at Ole Miss last year in the SEC, best conference in college baseball, and boy, that power right there on display. Didn't get cheated on the high heat.
Now Rogers. And Poss, I think wants a word. I don't know if he's going to say one word to go out there. He might just need a breather.
Yeah.
Major blast. And do you know what? Tyler Bates might be allowed to try to complete a save tonight.
Well, there's no one warming up in the bullpen. And after yesterday, only 3 relievers last night. But like you said, middle of the series, bullpen taxed a bit. It would just be 2 relievers if Bates could finish out the game.
2-1 to T.J. Rogers, who had an RBI single in the 6th inning. Stayed with that breaking ball there and fouls it out of play. Rogers had quite the debut last week. 1 pitch, a home run. Bounces up to Poss and somehow is able to glove it in his webbing. And I think that's a yes, he did. 2 Ks for Darden in the inning. There's Smith, 0 for 3. Called a good game tonight so far. Just allowed the 3 hits defensively as the catcher. There's a catcher's ERA. That's definitely a thing. Two and 0 to Smith. Now I do see a right-hander, at least standing on the mound with a catcher out there. Popped up. Playable or not? For Chavez, not.
Does look like Langston Burkett.
It is. And he is warming up with intent. No, he may come into a 5-run ball game. Three and 1. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Smith's on base for the first time tonight. Brendan O'Sullivan will get at least one more at bat. 1 for 3 with the double. Number 1 will have at least 4 times up to the plate tonight. Wonder how he figured out that 9 batters was the right amount to have in a lineup. That 9 positions was the right amount. Because you think on the infield, right, that you have 4 guys. Oh, the outfield is much, much larger. Why wouldn't there be more guys in the outfield when this game was getting set up initially?
You mean like a left center fielder or a right center fielder?
I'm just saying, you got 4 guys on the infield, right? And then you've got all this space, all this grass in the outfield, and then they said, well, let's only have 3 players. Maybe you could stand wherever you want when the game first started. I don't know. There goes O'Sullivan, and the inning is over. A big blast by Mitchell Sanford has given the Ballers a 5-run lead, his first Oakland home run. Take a break and come back for the 9th. Langston Burkett coming in. Langston Burkett in to try and finish this game. It'll be a team-leading 28th appearance of the season. 3-1 his record, 7.06 his ERA. 2 saves, 44 Ks in 29 innings. Batters are hitting .208 against him. He'll face TJ McKenzie, Josiah Chavez, and then Nick Poss if he can still swing a bat, or a pinch hitter. It's a 5-run lead, thanks to Mitchell Sanford's first Oakland home run deep into the night into the bullpen. Burkett's first is down low, but Smith's going to try to burn that final challenge.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone Challenge, the pitch is overturned to a strike.
He's on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still 2 left.
McKenzie walked and scored a run in the 7th, but 0 for 2 overall. .92 followed by .93, the 2 fastballs for the strikes in the at-bat. Langston's ready. TJ is going to use his timeout.
Let's see if Langston lets the pitch clock wind down all the way to a second, even though he's ready to go. But will he do that, or will he? Nah, he'll save us.
And McKenzie swings, and he misses. That thing is spinning for Burkett. He's looking good. Here is Chavez. 1 plate appearance for him. That was a walk in the 7th. First pitch, a called strike at 93. .92 for strike 2. Chavez hit 2 home runs off of Gabe Tanner this year. In the same game. It was almost impossible to get out at the end of May.
There he goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
94 below the zone.
He was ready to go at about 13 seconds at the pitch clock and then let it wind down all the way to 1 second.
Got him at 93. That's back-to-back Ks for Burkett, and that's 5 straight for Ballers pitching tonight. That's a total of 14 now. And it is a team that likes to swing. Here is Nick Poss. First pitch is down low. And the only thing I ask is that Burkett not leave 1 arm side. Nick Poss has been through enough tonight behind the plate. Back-to-back 94 off the edge, though, 2-0. Heads up, chest in, arms up.
Well, 1 more strikeout needed by Burkett to match Oakland's season high of 15 strikeouts recorded back against Long Beach on May 27th.
Comes back with 92 for strike 1. Full count. The Grateful Dead cover band is still playing. Those folks have no idea this game is about to end. All fastballs in the at-bat so far. Burkett trying to strike out the side. And Poss just does stay alive. Got a piece of 94. ball 4. Well, that will allow Royce Clayton Jr. one more at bat. And then everyone on red pocket will have been to the plate 4 times. Love me some good parallels.
It's the little things for you. Makes the scorebook look pretty.
Strike 1. Clayton Jr. struck out twice tonight and doubled. .93 off the plate. The fastball is also spinning at or around major league average as far as spin rates go. Two and 1. Down the line. Blythe will give it a look. It's out of play. Red pocket for their second consecutive batter, now down to their final strike again. Smith's shaken off Burkett. Chopper, Sullivan to first. He got him! And that's the ball game. He had to wait for the right hop. He got it and then fired a strike over to first from third. The second baseman with the third baseman's arm. I didn't know.
Well, a well-pitched game from the Ballers on a night where they really needed one. Charlie Hurley, a quality start. Julio Rosario struck out a couple, walked 3, but Tyler Bates able to limit the damage, and then Langston Burkett doing what Langston Burkett does. And the Ballers using the home run ball tonight. 3 home runs, including the new guy, Mitchell Sanford, in his home debut. And this is just how you want to start the homestand against this mobile squad.
3 home runs and 2 of them to right field as well. Into the bullpens for Ibarra and the new guy, Mitchell Sanford. So the Ballers 1-0 as they will retire those Blazers jerseys after today. They're still available for purchase, or I should say for auction online. Let's send it down the field. Casey Pratt standing by with our Proposition Chicken player of the game.
Thank you, Tyler. I'm here with Charlie Hurley, the starting pitcher tonight. And last week I ran into you, and you were very excited to know that you were starting on Blazers Day. How did that help motivate you as you took the bump tonight?
I mean, I was just happy to, be able to come with all the people here. Fans showed out tonight. I think it was first time with the Blazers jersey. Yeah, a lot of fun. Very happy to be here.
7 innings, 1 run. You dominated tonight for us as a Blazer. Oakland Blazers officially undefeated, but just how incredible were these vibes? You mentioned it earlier. There's an in-game block party. There's fans everywhere. There's highlighter green jerseys as far as you can see. Just how much did you feed off all of this energy?
Oh, yeah, I definitely think it started just seeing the bright green jerseys in the lockers today. The guys were excited to wear them. We knew there were going to be a lot of people. And, just like the whole Grateful Dead theme, too, there were a lot of people coming out. It was a lot of fun.
As we hit the second half here and try to stack some W's, just with the time we have left here with these Oakland fans, how much does it mean to you all, and how important is it to really put this together and finish strong?
I mean, they come out, they show out every night, so that's the main goal, is to make them happy and give them a reason to keep coming back to the ballpark and cheering us on.
All right, I think I have to turn off the smoke machine, Charlie. It's getting a little intense. You are our Proposition Chicken player of the game. Get your chicken, sir.
Let's hear it for our...
We'll take a break and come back on our Ballers post-game show. It is Oakland 7 and Red Pocket 2.
Hey, we're just getting started on this homestand. Tomorrow, it's Ride the Rally, public transportation night with our partners, Mark and Easy Transit. And we'll have a pregame block our sponsors featuring games from our pre-game electric There's saving this week. And on Sunday, it's Silver Town featuring our Oakland firefighters going into something like fields. Don't think I heard Easy Transit in there. Who wants to dunk it? I know I should do. Anyway, thank you for coming out just to remind you, Mark, on this beautiful Friday night. For the Ballers, as the Blazers have won by a final score of 7. For all of us here in the best box and off the ground, Mark Clark, this is Charlie Hayes. See you up today. Walking backwards, walking on all fours, or driving home. Be sure to do so.
Welcome to the Ballers post-game show. Tyler Peterson and Gareth Kwok with you, wrapping up this series opening victory. Here we are in our lovely Ballers press box. I guess tonight's the Blazers press box, and it's almost a shame we have to retire the jerseys, 1-0 in them, and I can't say that's the case with any other jerseys being undefeated in them. But like Charlie said, I think the guys enjoyed the fun promotion tonight. They liked the wild colors, let's say, and, you know, if anything, being up in Yuba, you know, under the unforgiving sun for 3 days, losing that series, they had fun tonight, and they got out here with a win.
Yeah, they came in today with something to look forward to and something to be motivated about with the promotion. And Charlie Hurley talked about it, and he was able to perform at his best. 6 innings of one-run baseball and the season high, 7 strikeouts. He looked sharp. All of his pitches looked sharp. He had good command, and he got some good run support, too. The bats did their part. 3 home runs. Jeter Ibarra doing what Jeter Ibarra has done all season long. How about the new guy, Mitchell Sanford, in his home debut, just still getting settled into the West Coast after being out there at Gateway and then going back home for a little bit. And he's able to drive his first home run as a baller. And the bullpen, it's been a question mark, of course, a lot of the season, but Tyler Bates has become a real nice setup piece, if you will. 3 strikeouts in an inning and a third, and Langston Burkett continuing to have a great second half since really the start of July. So all things considered, really a well put together victory.
Well, I think that's the fun thing about the Pioneer League is that you have guys that you might say maybe are a little more blue blood, like Sanford, who went to Ole Miss, or Rosario, who went up through the system of the Royals to get to A-ball. And then you have a guy like Tyler Bates. I didn't even know where Henderson State was for this year.
Right.
And now there's 3 guys from Henderson State in the Pioneer League. So we will, really get to enjoy him for the rest of the year. And he's been doing some great work. I mean, 5 games for him. He's allowed just 1 total run. He's struck out 7 in 7 1/3 innings, and batters are hitting under 200 against them. I mean, that's the kind of start you want to have, especially coming into a team that needs pitching, especially those 6th, 7th innings.
Yeah, he's been a great find from this front office, and the job he has done for a guy that he was in the Pecos League not too long ago. And for him, you know, he was like, wow, this is a really cool opportunity to be pitching in the Pioneer League. And the Pecos League will teach you a lot about the game and wanting to play at the professional level. And he's really taking advantage and making the most of this opportunity now here with the Ballers.
All right, we'll take a break and come back. We will wrap things up from Oakland right after this break on Ballers TV. Welcome back to the Ballers postgame show. Tyler Peterson, Gareth Kwok, wrapping things up for you. Let's look around the league at some final scores. It was a 20-9 final in Great Falls. The Paddleheads, they're trying to make this second half run stick, as I believe that is now their 10th victory of the second half. They're into double digits, which is going to put them, or excuse me, that's their 11th now, which is going to put them just a game behind Long Beach for that second place spot. Long Beach, of course, already in. The Coast did win today at Ogden 18-4, so another blowout game. Billings puts a little damper on what Idaho Falls has been able to muster in this second half. They win 14-4. And then in what is a big night for the Boise Hawks, they win 2 one-run games against Glacier. A 5-4 decision first, and then they just finished off a 6-5 victory over the Range Riders with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. Cheney Trout got the save. And who was it that got the winning run on a wild pitch? Michael O'Hara. Meanwhile, in Glad I'm Not There territory, it's the bottom of the 6th in Modesto, and Modesto is up 17-1.
Ooh, my goodness. Well, good night for the Roadsters, a good night for the Ballers. Tough night for the A's and the Giants today. A's dropped the series opener to the Tigers 13-1. Tigers scored 13 runs on 14 hits. As Jeffrey Springs went 4 innings but walked 5, gave up a couple of runs. Giants were shut out 7-0 against the Padres. The Padres pitched a 2-hit shutout. Carson Wisenhunt got the start for the Giants but gave up 6 runs and 7 hits in 3 1/3 innings. Orioles defeated the Phillies 6-4. Red Sox are ahead 8-4 on the Dodgers in the last of the 8th. Twins ahead 5-3 in the top of the 9th against the Mariners. Yankees shut out the Cubs 2-0. Reds defeated the Pirates 8-7. Blue Jays victorious over the Cardinals 3-1. D-backs win 4-1 over the Guardians with a 4-run 8th. White Sox defeated the Rays 6-1. Marlins beat the Mets 5-2. Braves winners over the Nats 6-2. Astros blow out the Rangers 11-2. Rockies 3-1 over the Royals. Brewers win 6-2 over the Angels. And that's it from Major League Baseball on this Friday.
Now, the trade deadline is in 2 days, is it not?
I think Monday.
Monday.
Monday's the trade deadline. Oof. Yeah. It's been a pretty quiet deadline so far.
Yep.
You know how it goes.
Yeah. The question really will be is, in a world that we have with 3 wild cards, who's going to just give in? I mean, all of the news right now is about Tarek Skubal.
Right.
And it'll take probably a king's ransom to land him on any team. I don't know if he's he must be in a walk year.
Yeah, it is a walk year.
It's still going to take a high price. The Tigers will not give up on him easily.
Well, and they're in that position too of, all right, do we try and still make this push, or like you said, do we get this king's ransom for a guy that we cannot afford to let him walk for nothing?
Yeah. Well, tomorrow it'll be a 4:35 start for Oakland. It'll be a salute to our first responders. I think there's going to be a pregame water balloon fight, which, again, I'm not sure exactly how those two match up, but I think it's Soak the Town. And I think we're sort of leaning into what happened with the firefighters after the championship game, that the field did get soaked by their water cannons. I want to say thank you to Gareth Kwok. I want to say thank you to Alex, who is down in Argentina, who's put together our game tonight. I'm Tyler Peterson saying thank you for tuning in, and thank you to Proposition Chicken for sponsoring our game tonight so that we could put it on YouTube. I will say good night. It's a Ballers victory, 7-2. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening.